Welcome back to TFAX, your go-to channel for the latest and most intriguing updates on pop culture and reality TV. Today, we've got 4 unique stories that you won't want to miss. Let's dive right in. First up, we have a heartfelt story featuring Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos. She's taking a courageous step by fundraising for pancreatic cancer awareness in honor of her late husband, John. Find out how she's channeling her grief into action and what inspiring legacy she's hoping to create. Next, we're checking in with Chock Chapple, the charming star of the Golden Bachelorette. He's revealing his thoughts on why he's refusing to leave Wichita for New York City, despite the dreams of his fiancée, Joan. What does this mean for their relationship? Let's find out. Then, we'll hear from Golden Bachelorette alum, Charles Ling, as he shares why he hasn't acted on the many romantic advances he's receiving. Is he ready to find love again, or is he still holding on to past memories? The answers may surprise you. And finally, Chock Chapple finds himself in hot water as Bachelor Nation reacts to his insensitive remarks about Joan's late husband. We'll break down the controversy and see how fans are responding to his choice of words. Is this a sign of deeper issues in their relationship? Stay tuned as we unpack these stories and more right here on TFAX. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get started. Joan Vassos, the beloved star of the Golden Bachelorette, is making headlines once again, but this time for a deeply personal and powerful reason. In honor of her late husband, Joan Vassos, who tragically lost his battle with pancreatic cancer in January 2021, Joan has partnered with the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, also known as PanCan, to raise awareness and funds for this devastating disease. Joan's journey with pancreatic cancer began 6 years ago, on Valentine's Day, when doctors delivered the heartbreaking news that John had stage 4 pancreatic cancer. This poignant date marks not only the start of their battle against the disease, but also serves as a reminder of the love and strength they shared during his treatment. Joan recalls, "It feels like yesterday, and it feels like a lifetime ago." Now, she is gearing up to lead a fundraising team for the upcoming PanCan Purple Stride, a walk taking place in over 60 cities to raise funds for research and support for those impacted by pancreatic cancer. The team is aptly named, "It's just a sprain," a phrase that reflects John's optimistic spirit and his philosophy on life. Joan explains that this expression stems from John's coaching days when he would reassure young players, "It's just a sprain," whenever they faced adversities on the field. This mantra became a source of comfort for the family as they navigated the challenges of John's illness. Despite pancreatic cancer being one of the most difficult cancers to diagnose and treat, often showing no symptoms until it's too late, Joan is determined to spread awareness about the disease. She provides important statistics, noting that even when detected early, the 5-year survival rate for pancreatic cancer is only 44%, drastically dropping to 13% for all types. Joan relives the tough times during John's battle with cancer, describing how he endured brutal treatment through chemotherapy and radiation. "He made it about 2 years, but the 2 years were horrible," she shares, detailing the toll that the illness took on their family. Weighing over 220 pounds at diagnosis, John's health rapidly declined, and he was eventually left under 120 pounds by the end of his fight. Yet, through it all, John's positivity shone through. Joan remembers, "I want that to be his legacy, that he was such a positive person." This mission to honor her husband motivates Joan to participate in events that will support others affected by this dire disease. As she prepares for the PanCan Purple Stride, Joan reflects on her grief, stating, "I feel like I'm doing something positive finally, as we just kind of lingered in the sadness of his death for a long time, and now we're doing something positive." With these initiatives, Joan hopes to celebrate John's life while helping others who are dealing with similar struggles. Join us in supporting Joan Vassos as she takes this brave step to raise awareness and honor her husband's memory in the fight against pancreatic cancer. Next, we turn our attention to Chock Chapple, the captivating star of the Golden Bachelorette. Chock recently opened up about his life in Wichita, Kansas, and revealed why he's hesitant to leave his hometown for the bright lights of New York City, despite fiancée Joan Vassos' dreams of starting a new chapter there. In a recent Instagram post, Chock shared his thoughts on why he loves Wichita. He expressed, It's a great city, a great place to live. It's great people, great foundation, and I really enjoy it. Softening the impact of winter, he emphasized that the low cost of living and the quality of life are major advantages that keep him rooted in his home state. However, the couple's long-distance relationship has presented its challenges. Joan has made it clear that being near her family in Maryland is incredibly important to her, creating a bit of a tug-of-war between her desire for a New York City love nest and Chock's contentment in Kansas. Joan has been vocal about her aspirations in New York, leading to some tension as they navigate their future together. Chock, on the other hand, has made it evident that he feels more at home in Wichita, where he can be closer to his business and familiar surroundings. He's happy to branch out and explore new opportunities, but his heart seems to remain firmly planted in the Midwest. As he puts it, Kansas may be a better option than New York. Despite their open communication, it's clear that differences in their living preferences have sparked discussions about where their future lies. With frequent trips to New York City, it's apparent that Joan is eager to explore life in the Big Apple, while Chock seems to be more conservative in his approach, preferring to stick with what he knows and loves. Both Joan and Chock must confront these decisions soon, as they look to define the path of their blossoming relationship. Will they find common ground, or will their differing views lead them in separate directions? As they continue to navigate this long-distance dynamic, fans are eager to see how their love story unfolds amidst the backdrop of their aspirations and hometown ties. Moving on to our next story, we have an exclusive update on Charles Ling, a charming alum from the Golden Bachelorette. Charles recently made headlines as he candidly revealed just how popular he has become with the ladies since his time on the show. During a recent episode of the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast, co-host Kathy Swartz asked Charles if women have been sliding into his DMs, to which he responded with a smile, "Yes, there are a lot." However, much to Kathy's surprise, Charles hasn't acted on any of these messages. He confessed, "I have not started it yet," leaving fans curious about what's holding him back. Kathy couldn't resist teasing Charles, saying, "Well, what are you waiting for? The July 4th fireworks? I mean, let's go." Charles, however, took a more laid-back approach to dating, stating, "For whatever reason, maybe I'm waiting for that right lady." His admission reveals a side of him that is thoughtful and deliberate, suggesting he's not in a rush to jump into anything. While Charles is not currently utilizing dating sites, he mentioned his friends are encouraging him to go on blind dates. Despite their insistence, he's yet to take them up on their offers, explaining, "It's been holidays, Christmas, New Year's, I was traveling to New York." This gives us a glimpse into Charles's leisurely approach to dating. He seems to prefer authentic encounters over a fast-paced online search for love. When asked about his ideal scenario for meeting someone special, Charles shared, "I would love to bump into a nice lady or a girl on a cruise," expressing a desire for a spontaneous romance rather than something arranged. His warm-hearted recollections from the show continue to resonate with fans, especially as he looks back fondly on his experiences with Joan Vassos. He acknowledges their friendship and expresses happiness for her current journey with Chock Chapple, saying, "I'm happy for Joan. She continues her journey to find the best one she really loves." With Charles still navigating the waters of dating, fans are eager to see who might catch his attention next. Will he finally take the plunge and explore these opportunities, or will he continue to take his time? Stay tuned as we follow Charles's journey in finding love. And finally, we have a story that has stirred quite a reaction within Bachelor Nation, involving none other than Chock Chapple from the Golden Bachelorette. Recently, Chock faced backlash after making a controversial remark regarding Joan Vassos's late husband, John, during a podcast discussion. In a clip from the I Do Part 2 podcast, Chock was discussing his experience of sharing stories about past relationships with Joan. On the topic, he casually referred to John as her ex, a term that sparked outrage among fans. Many viewers felt this was an insensitive choice of words, considering Joan's deep and enduring connection with her late husband, who she was married to for 30 years. The comments triggered a flood of criticism on social media, with fans reminding Chock that her late husband is not her ex in the traditional sense. One user pointed out, "I would not call a deceased spouse an ex," while another simply commented, "Ed M. Frieden put it simply, sharing, "She didn't have an ex." This terminology flub has raised concerns about Chock's understanding of the weight of Joan's past and their shared grief. Throughout The Golden Bachelorette, viewers had already noted instances where Chock appeared to lack emotional maturity regarding relationships. While some of the feedback was undoubtedly harsh, critics felt that his casual reference to Joan's marriage might indicate deeper issues in their relationship. With many wondering if Chock fully appreciates the significance of Joan's past, this moment has only added fuel to the fire. Despite the controversy, it's clear that Chock didn't intend to come across as dismissive. As he discussed his chats with Joan, he did convey a desire to understand her better, stating, "We talked about our exes because I was curious." Nevertheless, the fallout from his comments has led to further scrutiny of his maturity and the couple's dynamics going forward. As Chock navigates the backlash, Bachelor Nation continues to speculate whether this incident will affect his relationship with Joan or if they can move forward stronger than ever. The way he handles this situation may reveal much about his commitment to understanding Joan's journey and demonstrating the sensitivity required when discussing her late husband. Will Chock learn from this experience and embrace a deeper connection with Joan? Only time will tell.